to you if some simple, you can Google research. Enormous boa, some more adjectives, on the loose in Lake Hopatcong, as in New Jersey. So another one, snake, 20-foot long snake terrorizes New Jersey lake. So it does say boa, which is nice. They put a boa constrictor in there. In the article, it mentions this giant python. But boas, they don't reach 20 feet. This particular snake, the Colombian red-tailed boa, will reach 80-10, and that's like enormous for the boa. So it obviously wasn't a 20-foot long snake. It's not terrorizing a lake. A big bodied snake like this is probably drowning or desperately trying to find some land if it's in the water. So it's just the nonsense is there. It's up to us as future professionals to really be able to see that and kind of help inform clients if you do go into an exotic practice and let them know some of this stuff needs to be avoided. This one, everybody seen We Bought a Zoo? Everybody seen that movie? So the snakes came in this movie in a giant crate. And nobody throws hundreds of snakes into a crate and just locks it. And poisonous again, it's marked on the crate. So part of the movie, I put this little link in there, it's not working. It's just something, another unnecessary act of violence towards reptiles where the kid kicks the snake at the very end and he has it in the bucket and he's like, oh God, and he kicks it. And people laugh at that during the movie, but that's if that was a puppy or a kid, it's incredible the different reactions that they would get from it. But these snakes all have feelings and they also often experience pain. So these snakes, I can guarantee you there's not a single poisonous or venomous snake in here. So like I said, we got ball pythons. This is a coastal carpet python. We have a milk snake here, corn snake there, like an albino pine there, albino milk, a whole bunch of little garter snakes, just for the scary effect of all these crazy dangerous snakes that are all at your local pet store that are available because they're harmless pet snakes. So get it together, Matt Damon. You too, Samuel Jackson. So I did really like this editing that they did for putting it on TV. But again, here's a corn snake in the background and a milk snake right there. Completely harmless snakes that are used to invoke this crazy fear that we don't need to have. And And Voldemort is marketing team. So this is just something, clearly I'm getting nitpicky, but this is clearly a reticulated python, and those are scales of the Burmese python. So I just want to put that in there. I was on an adventure and saw that, and I was like, that is a Burmese, and I'm pretty sure there's a retic in the movie. But anyways, so destroying discrimination, what's okay to do with reptiles would not be okay with mammals. I pointed this out earlier. Everybody remember this? Seen this go through on Facebook. The woman was convicted for animal cruelty, didn't actually do jail time, but convicted for animal cruelty. However, this number, and I go over this a lot, I went over this a lot in the reptile shows that I did back in the States. This is a famous diamondback rattlesnake with his mouth sewed shut. His fangs have been ripped out, and his mouth has been sewn shut, so he's no longer dangerous to the public. And this is done with rattlesnake roundup in, I believe, Texas and Oklahoma, I think, still do it. So, holding a live rattlesnake with his mouth sewn shut and fangs ripped out. So, how could something like this, sorry for the graphic nature of these pictures, how is something like this promoted? It's truly disturbing, and it really frustrates me that imagine the kind of outrage if this was a dog or a cat, that they're ripping his teeth out, sewing his mouth shut, just so you can get the thrill of taking a picture with it. This is as defined animal abuse as it can possibly get. I can go on and on about how much that really bothers me, but I'm hoping you guys can see this and be like, what? How is this possibly going on? Really frustrating, and some more pure nonsense. We're gonna do a little lighter note, but Eaten Alive, everybody watch that? Hope not. I did just for the sake of putting more of this into the presentation. So they got this green anaconda in the wild, and they got the guy to smell like rodents, and he went out there in this big armored suit, and the snake wrapped him up. It started to constrict him, and he said, "Oh, my arm!" So they stopped it, pulled the snake off of him. Eaten Alive. Discovery Channel. You want them to be the leader in avoiding nonsense like this, but we know all kind of TV is going that way. The biggest thing that really frustrates me about this, what's going to happen to this snake? If this snake goes through with it and swallows it, I honestly don't think anybody that was in the production team for this actually thought about it. That snake, if that snake swallows that guy, how are they getting them out? They either have to kill it, hope that it regurgitates it, both of which would kill the snake, or tries to pass it, but it can't pass it. It's not going to pass something like that big out of its blanket. It's not going to. So that snake is almost guaranteed to die, and they're going to do this for entertainment purposes. And I just can't grasp why it's okay. And it's more nonsense. The Photoshop skills are incredible. That's a toy truck. There's nothing absolutely near that big, Titanoboa maybe, but it's not out here now. And this actually went around. I was really shocked. This is the worst Photoshop skills I've seen in a while. And I do a lot of stupid stuff with my cat on Photoshop, but this is bad. This is really bad. But people actually fed into that. Oh my God, look at the size of this snake. It could eat all these people at once. The green anaconda doesn't get that big. Not even close. And again, be smart. I pointed this out earlier about the signs. There are alligators swimming. This is an absolute tragedy that happened in Florida. If you guys aren't familiar with it, I'm sure most of you are. A baby was eaten by an alligator. They said the baby was only a foot into the water. It's such a completely avoidable disaster. You gotta feel terrible for the parents. You feel obviously terrible for the baby. But it was late at night. There were signs all over the place. Alligators in the water. Don't approach the water. It sucks. It's really awful that these obvious warnings are not taken seriously. These are animals, these are their homes, and we've built our stuff around it, and we've taken away their food sources for the most part, and these things will happen. And again, just signs are so simple. The simplest to avoid disasters, it really is. And promote positivity. There are good reptiles out there. There are good reptiles in the media, and I love all these guys, and I love when you see like a good reptile, positive influence in and reptiles brought on to kids and put in the media. And just for fun, I actually saved a lot by threatening to go to Geico. I'll say maybe a little deal. So promote that positivity. Be happy about your reptiles and promote that to your future clients, even if you don't actually work with them. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's what I have. If you have any questions about reptiles, I'm by no means an expert, but I have been around for quite a while, so I'd love to answer any kind of weird questions you might have. Okay.
It's not a specific reptile question, but where did you do Repticon in Florida? I was in Florida and I've been to a few.
Oh, okay. I actually did just about every single show that they had. So I lived in Gainesville, so I went to the Tallahassee show, the Pensacola show, the West Palm, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, like every single show in Florida, and I started doing some in Georgia, and almost had the courage to do one in South Carolina, but a little too far.
Yeah.
But
Fort Myers?
yeah, I did the Fort Myers one. Fort Myers was a 2-day show, and then they started doing Reptile days, so they started doing 1-day shows. But yeah, I've done all the Fort Myers shows, Fort Lauderdale, all those ones. So you may have seen me at one of them, but yeah, that was a lot of fun.